Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. Two-time Pro Bowler.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just...
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Deacon Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And some space here. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. A good chunk of those yards came after contact, and that's an area where he's really starting to excel as a running back.
It felt like he was doing a drill that running backs have to perform all the time, especially in pads, called a gauntlet drill. 2 guys, you know, people, these 2 rows, you have to go right through the middle of them and make sure you take care of the football and knock people aside. He's performing the drill on that run.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 40 yards rushing so far. This is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 2nd down, Elliott powers through it, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. touchdown run. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The tackle that time by Steve Atwater.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give them a good 10 yards on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he? He has definitely been dependable. And really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game. Now he's looking just to add to his totals. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Murray now on first down. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Murray going to throw. Rolling to his right. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch. Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Kyler Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've hit intermittent. Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
First down, Murray. And he's got Shockey. He'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown, Broncos. Jeremy Shockey from 13 yards out. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. Play action now, Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That sack goes to the safety, Steve Atwater. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
They run with a big man in his 7th season. It's Derrick Henry.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
.33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
And the Broncos first down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Murray.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
91 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Murray now. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. York now for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taking it about the 1.
McCaffrey on the return.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out to this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up